Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome back. So today, I want to talk to you about perspective. Perspective is everything. How you see things really makes a difference in your life. So depending on how you see anger, how you see other people, how you see yourself, really changes life. So you have to figure out, how do you want to see things? Do you want to see yourself as a good person or a bad person? Do you see yourself as a good person or a bad person? And how do you see other people? So I did a podcast yesterday about patience, and really perspective comes into that as well. So if I see the guy in front of me driving slow down the road as some idiot who's driving slow in front of me when I'm in a hurry, instead of maybe somebody who has young kids in the car, or a trunk full of groceries, or maybe they have a slight injury that causes them to have aches and pains when they have to turn quickly or brake quickly, so they want to drive a little slower. Maybe they have somebody in the car with them, and that person that's in the car has pains. Maybe they just picked them up from the hospital and they had surgery, and if they drive too fast, brake too quickly, do any of those things, it could injure that person. I don't know these things, so my perspective changes how I feel about them, because if I perceive them as being a healthy individual, and everybody in their vehicle is healthy and of age and safe, then why shouldn't they be going faster? But if any of those things that I just said apply, then it absolutely makes sense that they need to drive a little slower. So I need to change my perspective. I can't make assumptions about the people that are in the vehicles around me. I also can't make assumptions about anything else in life. Perspective is really everything. So look at this picture, for example. This was one of my dad's favorite pictures. He would show this to people, and he would stand back and he would say, "What do you see?" And of course, the first thing everybody would say, "I see a skull." And then he would bring it up closer to them, and he would say, "Yes, but really, this is a beautiful woman getting ready for a date, sitting in front of a vanity." So it could either be death, that skull, that thing that most of us attribute to an unhappy time, or we can look at the other side of it and see, no, this is a beautiful woman who's getting ready to go out on a date, spend some time with some friends or a loved one, and that's where perspective really comes in. And that's the way our entire lives have to be. We have to take the perspective of the positive and not the perspective of the negative, so that we can have wonderful lives. As long as we're talking about pictures and perspective, I'm sure you've all seen this picture before. You know, this is the one, do you see an old woman or do you see a young lady? Just by shifting your eyes, you can see one or the other. And really, that is just a matter of changing how you're looking at it, not looking deeper at it even. So again, changing perspective, and it doesn't have to go from a negative to a positive thing. It's about keeping enough of an open mind to be able to see another person's point of view, see things in another way. And that's really important too. So even if I don't agree with something that somebody else says, doesn't mean it's wrong. It may mean it's wrong for me. It's like vegans. It's not, I don't feel that's right for me. I have made improvements in my diet, as we talked about with my video on fitness and health. But I don't think going vegan is right for me. But when a vegan says they've never felt better in their lives and they're so glad that they went vegan, I am happy for them. I listen to them. I take in what they have to say. And I don't just go, "Oh yeah, that's great, that's wonderful, good for you." I literally will listen to them, understand their point of view, so that I can make sense of how they feel. And that's just another form of perspective. You want to see another form of perspective? Let's talk about these two guys behind me fishing. Now, I'm sure all of you know, based on my other videos, that these are just pictures behind me. And let me show you. And so as you can see, this is literally just a piece of art in my home. But when zoomed in properly, well, it almost looks like I'm standing in front of a beautiful lake. It's at the foot of a gorgeous mountain, while two guys are doing some wonderful fishing, waiting for me to join them. So everything again is perspective. You just have to look at things slightly differently. You just have to see the world in a different way. See yourself in a different way. See others in a different way. This is the path to peace. I'm learning this. I haven't it all figured out yet. I'm definitely still learning it. I have times where I get frustrated. Just today, there was somebody driving slow in front of me, and I pulled out past them and I went around because I didn't feel like going slower. Really, I had my son in the vehicle with me, and it was past lunchtime, and he needed something to eat, so I wanted to get back home as quickly as I could. I wasn't speeding, but I wanted to make sure that I got home. The other person was driving below the speed limit. But I also have to understand that the speed limit means that's the maximum speed. They were just going less than the maximum speed. But, c'est la vie. I have to work on myself. That goes back to the Patience podcast. I have to learn to be a little more patient. My son was fine. We got home. He had a snack. I fed him lunch. And now he's napping. I just have to change my perspective on everything in life. And really, this comes down to the law of one. When I understand I am one with everything, and I am one with everybody, then there's no reason to get upset. There's no reason to think that my view is more important, my view is better, my beliefs are better. They're just mine. But I can share them with the world, and the world can share their views and beliefs with me in an open, honest, loving exchange of ideas. And when we can all figure that out, that's when the world can really live harmoniously. Now we're going to talk about the law of one in another one of my videos coming up. I'm not exactly sure when that's going to be, but we're definitely going to talk about it. I'm going to have a special guest come on too, and when he's here, we may talk about it at that point. I'll decide. But until next time, hit that thumbs up for this video if you liked it, hit that subscribe button right next to it, and then hit that notification bell so that you get notified anytime I upload a new video. And also, you know what? There's that little share button down there. Why don't you share this with your friends? Let them have a new perspective. Because even if you don't agree with my perspective on this, somebody else may. So share it with them. Give them the opportunity to decide for themselves. I think that would be a wonderful thing to do. Drop a comment below. Let me know how you feel about this video and what you think about what I'm doing. Also, you can leave me a little message. Let me know if you think there's anything that you would like to see me do a video on. Give me a suggestion. I'll run a video for you. And until then, until next time, love, light, and abundance to all of you.